Luck in the mirror, same old routine, same old excuses.
Today, man, awaken the power.
30-something creeping up, waking up with a heavy side. Corporate desk has got my back locked, looking at the screen dry. Used to run in the streets full of energy and wild desire. Now I'm just paying the bills, losing all my inner fire. They say accept the age, take it easy, just slow it down. But that weak compliance is the enemy inside this town. I'm tired of being tired of the soft flame routine. Time to step into the iron cage, become something unseen. No more hiding behind the title or the casual corporate dress. I gotta pull the monster out, shedding all this mental stress. Awaken the power, waking the power. Feel the heavy sub-bass grind, locking them fall behind. Leave the lazy past behind. No more excuses today. We rewriting the whole script. The physical transition starts. The heavy iron is gripped. Walking past the younger kids, laughing at the fitness floor. They don't know the history, what I'm really grinding for. My joints may pop a little legacy of my wild youth, but this aggressive 808 is telling me the ultimate truth. Grab the barbell cold, feel the steel bite into my palm. Deep breath in the chaos, maintaining no strategic calm. I ain't here to casual chat, I ain't here to throw the phone. I'm reclaiming my sovereign domain, standing all alone. Every single heavy rep is a bullet to my older ghost. Rebuilding the temple strong, the version that matters most. Waking the power, feel the heavy sub-bass grind. Locking up all behind. Leave the lazy past behind. No more excuses today. We rewriting the whole script. The physical transition starts. The heavy iron is gripped. Tie-dye, soft waistline. This is how the story ends. Hell no, hell no. Weaken the power. 35 years on this earth, sitting in a spinning chair, staring at the spreadsheet with a look of pure despair. The tie around my neck feels like a corporate slave leash. Forgetting who I was, forgetting how to be a beast. The young boys at the office talking down like I'm a ghost. He's past his prime time. Yeah, that's their favorite boast. They want me to accept the belly in the slow and pace, to join the club of tired men and drop out of the race. But this aggressive 808 is rattling my sleeping brain, reminding me of who I am, ignoring all the daily pain. I'm cutting through the midlife fog, the heavy mental dust. It's time to trade the luxury for iron, sweat, and rust. Awaken the power, feel the heavy sub-bass grind. Locking off, fall behind. Leave the lazy past behind. No more excuses today. We rewriting the whole script. The physical transition starts. The heavy iron is gripped. I walk into the fitness floor, the vinyl scratches loud. I don't belong to that complacent, weak and soft-eyed crowd. My knees might have some mileage and my lower back is tight, but when I see the barbell, I am ready for the fight. The corporate world can have my days, my emails, and my time, but this dark midnight hours when I reclaim my prime. No casual talk, no flashing phones, no looking for a smile. I'm building up the armor, going every extra mile. Every single heavy rep is a bullet to my older ghost. Rebuilding the temple strong, the version that matters most. Awaken the power, feel the heavy sub-bass grind. Locking off, fall behind. Leave the lazy past behind. No more excuses today. We rewriting the whole script. The physical transition starts. The heavy iron is gripped. Be a good citizen.
At your age, they said, I'm tearing up the contract tonight.
Break the beat.
They want a smiling father, they want a quiet clerk who clocks in early morning and does the mindless work. He bought the house, the mortgage, so swallow all your pride. That's a societal whisper that keeps the man inside. But there's a dangerous hunger underneath this polo shirt. A vintage fury rising, that safety counter hurt. I'm done with being predictable, done with the plastic scheme, done living inside somebody else's lukewarm dream. The halftime, some bass drops, a heavy crushing blow, waking up the instincts that the office doesn't know. I stand before the platform, the iron looking grim. The execution starts inside this dark and empty gym.
Wake the beat.
Let the inner demons start to play.
Stay dangerous.
We don't compromise a single day. Smash the social cage, let the primal instinct roar. We ain't staying average or predictable anymore.
Break the beast.
Let the inner demons start to play.
Stay dangerous.
We don't compromise a single day. Smash the social cage, let the primal instinct roar. We ain't staying average or predictable anymore. The 808 is pounding like a hammer to my chest. No time for casual hobbies, no time for lazy rest. The younger generation leads for numbers on the screen, but my maturity is chasing something much more mean. They want me soft and settled, a domesticated man who follows every line of their prefabricated plan. But when I wrap my fingers around the cold and heavy steel, the corporate lies evaporate and this is all that's real. Every single drop of sweat is a rebellion to the norm. I'm mature, calculated, strike inside the quiet storm. Wake the beast! Let the inner demons start to play.
Stay dangerous.
We don't compromise a single day. Smash the social cage, let the primal instinct roar. We ain't staying average or predictable anymore.
Break the beast.
Life, I'm clocking into the iron graveyard, solid grind. Midnight on the clock, the city lights are dim and low. My coworkers at the bar putting on a useless show. Complaining about the salary, complaining about the boss's face, drowning all their potential in the cheapest smoky place. But I'm moving through the shadows, key card in my hand, stepping into the temple where I make my final stand. No lights, no cameras, no applause from the younger crew, just the raw vintage texture and the work I gotta do. I got a family to feed and a mortgage on my name, but right now in the darkness I am playing my own game. Silent grind, we moving through the shadows deep. Move in silence while the rest of the world's asleep. No empty boasts, just the work that never lies to me. We sharpening the blade where nobody else can see. Hear the funky bass line slide. It's the mature man's rhythm with nowhere left to hide. I load the 45s until the iron bar begins to bend. A lifetime commitment that will never ever end. My earlier days were chaotic, looking for the internet praise, but this deep clarity has changed my daily ways. I threw away the toxic friends, the weekend happy hour trend. I'm building up a foundation that the world can never bend. Every single heavy plate clinking in the dark tonight is a concrete testimony that I'm doing this shit right. Silent grind, we moving through the shadows deep. Silence while the rest of the world's asleep. No empty boasts, just the work that never lies to me. We sharpen the blade where nobody else can see. Moving through the shadows deep. Moving through the shadows deep. Slack pings, Instagram like. The Matrix wants my focus. Airplane mode on. Locked in. The screen is flames, flashing red with 1,000 corporate demands. But right now the authority is resting in my hands. I turn the power off, let the digital connection die. No longer looking at the world through a pixelated light. A younger generation liars for the validation click, but that shallow attention span is making the culture sick. I pull the dark hood low, blocking out the gym floor light, stepping into a zone where the rules are black and white. The halftime sub bass is the floor, a heavy concrete barrier protecting my inner core. The barbell doesn't tweet, the barbell doesn't text. It only tests a man to see what he's conquering next. Locked in! Tunnel vision, we closing up the outer gate.
Beat cuts like I saw through plastic toys. Drowning out the chatter of the TikTok dancing boys. You cannot double tap a 400-pound deadlift bar. It takes years of dark silence to take the body this far. My prime years off of playing games or scrolling through the feed. I got real world responsibilities and a different kind of need. I grip the rough steel, knurl and feel the palms begin to tear. Chalk dust floating high in the heavy midnight air. Let the sub-bass pressure push the weakness out my spine. This 40-minute isolation is completely mine. Locked in! Tunnel vision, we closing up the outer gate. Control the chaos, we rattling out what's no distractions allowed inside this heavy grown mind. The weakest versions of myself are what I leave behind. At home, 45 minutes late. No text, no rap, no arrange. Deep work only. Time is slipping through my fingers like the corporate tax. Between the family drama and the heavy workload stacks, I don't have 3 whole hours to pose and drink a shake. I only got a tiny window before the morning break. 45 minutes flat to break the muscle down, to keep the warrior alive inside the sleepy town. The drum groove is driving like a speeding train, an old school motivation burning through my auto brain. I see the casual lifter sitting on a bench to chat, wasting 20 minutes talking about this and that. But my schedule is a contract written up, and still if I don't execute the plan, the week becomes real. Keep work on it, we burning the midnight oil tonight. Feel good, control your mind through the sweat and the heavy fight. No weak efforts allowed, no half-hearted attempts today. We pushing through the barrier, clear ahead, heavyweight. The snare is crisp and sharp, the ultra 808 is mean, the perfect backdrop for the high density routine. I drop the weight, no rest, I'm moving to the next row, feeling the metabolic fire start to deeply grow. I don't need a trainer screaming useless empty lines. I am the manager of all my physical designs. The heavy barbell doesn't care about my long work day. It demands the full presence if I wanna play. So I lock the feet, tighten up the heavy mature core, leaving every single ounce of stress upon the rubber floor. Deep work only, we burning the midnight oil tonight. Control your mind through the sweat and the heavy fight. No weak efforts allowed, no half-hearted attempts today. We pushing through the barrier, clearing the heavyweight. Work on it. Work on it. Body says time, but the program doesn't care about your feelings. Call this simple. It's a freezing winter evening, traffic backed up long. The inner voices whispering a sweet and lazy song. You spend 8 hours fixing all the manager's mistakes. Go home and watch the television, eat the sugar cakes. But motivation is a ghost, a fair weather fake friend. If I rely on feelings, then my progress is the end. Grown men don't operate on how they feel inside the chest. We execute the protocol regardless of the rest. I shut the thoughts down, moving like a factory machine. Stepping through the doorway to the iron and the clean. The sub bass is heavy, the beat is slow and deeper. Rigid code security that my mature soul will keep. Stay relentless, we don't stop for the emotional storm. Cold discipline is a good and don't get bit for born. Baseline war, forget about the motivation, it's the temporary response. We operate and bop your habit, cutting clean through the door. I don't don't look for the inspiration. I look at the training page, a calculated structure for a man, a seasoned stage. The younger generation's waiting for the perfect hyper vibe, but I belong to a much more cold and silent tribe. I step beneath the squat, I feel the steel upon my skin. The raw vintage texture where the real battles begin. My joints are creaking slightly from the sports of yesterday, but the mechanical execution keeps the weakness far away. No anger, no excitement, just a system on repeat, crushing every single doubt beneath my solid feet. Stay relentless, we don't stop for the emotional storm. Cold supply, this is the low-end baseline war. Forget about the motivation, it's a temporary spark. We operating by pure habit, cutting clean through the dark. Cold, this is the dawn. Cold, this is the dawn. Cold, this is the dawn. The wall is made of glass. At the same mark, the iron refused to move. Stuck inside a comfort zone, trapped inside a heavy groove. The biological ceiling trying to tell me that I'm done. You reached your natural limit, boy, you had your little run. The standard fitness papers say the metabolism slows. That's the average limitation that the common public knows. But I reject the science of the weak and lazy mind. I am modifying the blueprints that the years have left behind. The halftime rhythm brings a massive base of soul. If I stay inside this plateau, it is completely my own fault. I grab the extra fractional place, the tiny silver rings, the micro progression warfare that the mature knowledge brings. We tearing down the barrier wall today. We refuse to stumble or slide away. Every single day is a chance to upgrade the heavy design. The structural integrity of this mature mind of mine. The old school drum machine is cracking like a broken bone, forcing my physical structure into a higher siren zone. My early days were about appearance, looking slim inside the shirt, but my established years about density, moving through the dirt. It's the resilience of the muscle, the power of the spine to withstand the gravity that tries to break the design. I breathe deep into the belly, let the sub-bass pressure rise, seeing the destination right before my focused eyes. The wall is shaking now, the heavy iron starts to rise, unlocking the evolutionary power that inside me lies. We tearing down the barrier wall today. Destroy your limbs. We refuse to stumble or slide away. Every single day is a chance to upgrade the heavy design. The heavy design. The structural integrity of this mature mind of mine. They don't see the monster standing here. Let the iron speak. Become the monster. I saw some former partners at a business meet last week. They looked at me expecting the compliant and the meek. The guy who always nodded when the senior manager spoke. The invisible office worker, universal joke. But their eyes went wide and silent when I stepped into the light. My shoulders filling out the coat, the fabric stretched out tight. They tried to use the old names, the patronizing tone, but they felt the sudden shifting of the power in the zone. I didn't argue with them, didn't say a single word. A mature sovereign presence that is felt but never heard. My silence was a hammer, my posture was a shield, reclaiming all the territory that I used to yield. Become the monster. Let the ordinary world fear our stride. Build different. The transformation cannot be denied. Nice guy, no more taking the blame. We changing the structure. We rewriting the name. The drum groove is hitting hard with massive sub-bass weight. A vintage urban energy that's opening the gate. The younger guys are lifting for the summer beach design, but my mature construction is a fortress for the mind. This deep power isn't built for social media views. It's built from deep resentment and the dues you had to lose. I look at the heavy mirror, the traps are high and thick. A physical mutation transformation that is permanent and quick. Let the aggressive 808 explode inside the track. I'm a different breed of sovereign and I'm never looking back.
Become the monster.
Let the ordinary world fear our stride.
Feel different.
The transformation cannot be denied.
Become a monster.
Nice guy, no more taking the blame.
We changing the structure.
Rewriting the name. I don't complain, I just lift it. I don't complain, I just lift it. Titan Lord! I don't flag is unfurled. Single morning I can feel the massive gravity, the daily obligations of a modern idle tragedy. The banging statement staring, the executive demands. The weight of execution resting heavy in my hands. The average man is breaking, turning soft and looking old. Letting all the fire in his spirit turn to cold. But I take the heavy mortgage, take the corporate mental strain, and I load it on the barbell as a catalyst for gain. The 95 BPM break is heavy and severe. Classic underground foundation that eliminates the fear. I set my feet into the floor, a titan in the night, converting all the pressure into pure physical might. We carrying the heavy weight of the world, become unstoppable. The final flag is unfurled, built to endure the heavy load, never broken or down. We wearing the invisible but heavy iron crown. We carrying the heavy weight of the world, become unstoppable. The final flag is unfurled, built to endure the heavy load, never broken or down. We wearing the invisible but heavy iron crown. The ultra 808 is dropping like a concrete block. A steady vintage rhythm that is solid as a rock. The younger crew is watching from the side with quiet eyes. They see a different species underneath the dark disguise. My past days were about vanity, the shallow outer show. But decades of living makes the inner power grow. It's about absolute stability, the power to withstand any storm that tries to shake the foundation of my land. I press the iron high, hear the raw machine resound. A sovereign adult victory that leaves the world astounded. Bound it, bound it, bound it.